We're talking about this right today because this is the first impression. Everybody write this down. You never, ever get a second chance to make a first impression. Never. Your first impression better be A+. Now, listen to me really closely. Some of you are just like everybody in this room has had a problem. Everybody in this room got a phone call from their spouse, their boyfriend, their girlfriend that pissed them off on the way to a house. Everybody in this room has had a bad day. Everybody in this room has had a good day. We've all had days, all right? But whatever you have going on, you need to kill that, get it over with, get it behind you before you come anywhere near this house. Because you never get a second chance to make a what? First impression. Never get a second chance to what? Make a first impression. You guys think I'm kidding? This is where the sale's made. So if you have a struggling closing percentage in this room, I bet you anything is happening right here. I bet you anything you want to bet is happening right here. A lot of people are like, well, teach me how to close. I'll turn around and teach you this. I'll turn around and teach you this. I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to tell you a little quick story. I was at that office. Remember I told you 90 days ago? Went in there and worked with them on their purpose. And went in there and I turned around their warm-up. We got their warm-up just right. Their closing percentage doubled. Just like that. And everybody thought, well, some of you might think in your mind, well, that's ridiculous. No, it's not. You know how many times people train people on warm-up? I've seen people never train it. I've seen, hey, I asked these people in that room that day, Carmen, I said, go out that door and act like I'm your customer. No, they come in, they look like their life's over, man. Like, this sucks. I got to show this demo today. I don't want to do this. All right, well, look, man, selling is a transfer of emotion. That's what it is. I need you to feel the same way I do about everything that I do. So your first impression of me needs to be energy. I need you to feel excited. I need to be smiling at you when I open up the door. I need to park out on the street, not in your driveway, because I don't want to be leaking oils in your driveway. All right? Because I could lose a sale over that later, which I have done before, by the way. So I always just park on the street. That's just me. It's just what I do. You don't have to do that. But when I come to the door and I knock on your door, I take a couple steps back. I'm smiling as if they're already at the door. And as soon as they, hey, how you doing today? Bring your voice up. Don't act like you just left a funeral, man. You just left a funeral. How you doing today? This sucks. I don't want to do this shit. You know? So, how you doing today? Doing good. Well, hey, my name's David. I'm out doing the fire safety awareness programs in your area. They set an appointment with Christy last night. Yeah, so is Christy here too? Yeah, she is. Okay, well, where's she at? All right, come on up, Christy. Hey, Christy. Hey, it's good to meet you. So awesome. Hey, we're going to show you guys some safety information that could save your life. Where's your kitchen table at? We're going to go and get started. All right, that's how I intro. And that's fine. And you can do a little extra in there if you want. But listen to me. Go home and get your people fired up at that door. Fire them up. Get them fired up. Get them excited. Let them know that this is where your money's made. Let me ask you a question. If every single time that you step foot in a house you made $100, if you did that, would you do it? Well, that's a lot of times. That's what a demo is worth to you. Do you guys know how to figure out what a demo is worth to you? Who knows how to figure out what a demo is worth? Let me show you something really cool. Demo. Demo worth. This exercise can literally change your life. All right, Brandon, how many families did you protect in the month of April, off the top of your head?
3.
Three families. All right, how many demos did you run in the month of April?
3.
Damn, boy. You're a terrible example in this, right? All right, I got to get somebody else for this one. Cody, how many demos did you run?
How many
He
families did I
ran
protect?
He ran 24 demos.
Okay, 24.
24 demos. How many families did you protect?
I have no idea.
10.
10 families. All right.
112 units.
How much money did you make in the month of April? Net. How much money did you get a check for? Give me just a decent number.
4,300.
All right, so $4,300.
I know everybody's numbers.
Damn, man. We got to get you know. All right. Okay. So all we're going to do is we're going to take 24 into 43. 124. All right. So that's 19, 190. All right. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I think that's about 6, 7. Is that 7? Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, yeah, it's actually 6. So 160. Let's say 165. Okay, so watch this. Cody, can you do me a favor? Can you stand up? Come here.
Sure.
All right.
He's Marine too.
Yeah, Mr. Marine, hoorah, certified. Don't get me barking, we'll get going now. You know how I do it. All right, do me a favor. Show me your warm-up. Go ahead and shut that door, show me your warm-up. Hello?
Hey,
Hey.
David, my name's Cody from Michigan Safety. How you doing today?
I'm doing good, how are you?
David, right? And your wife, Christy, she around?
Yeah, she's here.
Perfect. Okay, great. We're gonna show you some stuff about fire and fire safety. So let's go sit at your kitchen table. How
All
about
right, so
that?
that was good. All right, now watch this. You see what I got circled on that board? That's how much a demo is worth to him. Every time he does what he just did, he makes 165 bucks. All you got to do is divide how many demos you ran into how much money you make, and that's what a demo is worth to you. So let me ask you a question. If I paid you $165 for every time you stepped foot in the house and done a presentation, how many would you do?
More.
You do more?
Yeah.
Why?
You get more money?
Well, hell, that's what you're making. That's what you're making. That was awesome. Good job, Cody. That was really, really good. So what a demo's worth for the dealers in the room, do this exercise for your people. Do this exercise for your people. All right, so going back to the warm-up. Going back to the warm-up. So we're going to write down a few things. A, what April was talking about is door approach. A lot of people just don't train this stuff, man, but this is where your sale is made. All right? All right, then, what do you say at the door? I'm going to put it right here. Door pitch. Okay? Then you always go to the kitchen table. So this is your warm-up. Now, once you get to the kitchen table, what do you do? What do you do when you get there? Here's what I do. Who said that? Start, hell yeah, let's burn it up, girl. Let's burn it up. So what I suggest you guys doing when you get inside the home is you just sit down, all right? First thing I do when I walk into a house, everybody pay attention. I just walk into your house. I'm walking and I'm doing this right here. What am I looking for?
Smoke alarms.
Nope.
What the like?
Who said pictures first?
Yeah,
Why am I looking for pictures?
that's what's important.
That's exactly right. Everybody write exactly what she said down. That is a key to selling what we sell. What did you say again? Say it louder and slower.
Anything under glass is important to that family.
You walk into my house, you're going to see pictures of Bryson, Brooklyn, Nathan, trophies. That's what you see when you walk into our house. There's a picture of Chloe already. God, that dog. There's already a picture of our dog on the wall. Okay? There's stuff. Now, why do we display that stuff? Why?
That's what you're proud of.
That's why I will buy the product from you. Everybody write that down. What you're seeing when you walk in is why they will buy from you. You should already be taking that stuff and putting it inside your head that this here is where your money is made. I promise you this is where your money's made. So I walk in the house, and as soon as I walk by a picture, who is that? That's a beautiful little girl. What's her name? Oh, that's Brooklyn. Oh, that's your little girl, huh, Carmen? Oh, she's beautiful. That daddy's little girl. I'm selling him. Because I'm going to wrap the whole presentation around who? Brooklyn. Carmen, yeah. Brooklyn, Bryson, Nathan. I'm going to wrap my whole presentation around them. Now, once I'm done with that, you're right. I'm going to sit down with them after I've kind of scanned the room a little bit. Don't spend a lot of time on that. Just pay attention. You'll know what you need to use throughout the presentation. As soon as I sit down with them, I'll say this. April, so how long y'all lived in this area?
About 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
Everybody write this down. Repeat. Write that down. Repeat. 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 Let me show you what it sounds like when you don't repeat. April, how long you lived in this area?
5 years.
That's cool. And you guys got a beautiful home. Who did the decorating? April?
I did.
That's all right. All right. Brandon, how long you lived in this area?
3 years.
3 years. That's fantastic, man. That's awesome. Where'd you live at before that?
South Dakota.
South Dakota. Repeat. Why do you repeat? Who knows the answer to that? They know you're listening. That's the key, guys. So all these little things I'm teaching you in your warm-up, you better be teaching it, and you better be doing it. So if I sit down with you, I'm right out of the gate. I've got you right out of the gate because I know what you care about in this house. And as soon as I ask you a question and you answer me, I'm going to repeat you. And that lets you know that I'm listening, which lets you know I care. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Cody, how long you lived in this area?
9 years.
9 years, man. That's fantastic. Where'd you live at before that?
Texas.
Texas. Where at in Texas?
Houston.
Houston, man, it's humid as hell in Houston, dude.
It is humid.
Is that why you got it? Nah, you loved Houston, don't you?
I did. I do
Yeah.
understand.
Now, what did you do when you was living in Houston?
I was. I grew up there. That's where I grew up.
You grew up there. Repeat, 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 repeat. You're going to do that through the whole presentation. Now, listen to me. When you guys go home, do it to your family. Repeat, repeat. My family, my kids do it now. They repeat. It's a habit. You're either going to have good habits or bad habits. You better have the good ones. All right? So, now, I love telling things through stories. I'm big on telling stories. I was at an office, I don't know, several months ago, Carmen. And when I was in that office, we talked about repeating. We talked about eye contact. There was a kid that was top 5 in the world in sales. This dude didn't repeat. I got in the car with him. I was like, man, who the hell talk? You don't repeat? Man, that's like one of the biggest skill sets you should have in any kind of business like this. You should be repeating at all times. What is your name?
Cody.
Cody. What's up, Cody? How you doing?
Good, how are you?
What's your name?
Cody.
That's cool. It's a difference. It's a huge difference. What's your name?
Brandon,
Brandon. So good to meet you, Brandon. All right. How old are you, man?
29,
29. Damn, you a young buck, man. What branch military was you in?
Air Force.
Air Force. What the hell's wrong with you?
That's one.
That's Come on, talk to him.
That's one.
Yeah.
He knows.
Army.
He
Yeah.
knows. He knows.
Repeat, repeat, repeat. Make it a habit. I asked my wife, where do you want to eat at tonight? I don't care. You don't care. Okay. All right. You don't care. You don't care where we're going to eat. So we're going to go eat sushi. You want to eat sushi? No, I hate sushi. You hate sushi. Oh. Repeat. Repeat. What'd you make on your grade, Bryson? An A+. A+, man, that's awesome. Or you can say, what'd you make on your grade? A+, that's cool. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Repeating will make you a lot of money. Teach it. Learn it. Do it. All the time. All right, so warm up. I'm going to sit down here. I'm going to be repeating them. You don't have to spend a lot of time warming up asking questions. I would prefer you just kind of get into your demo as fast as you can. We always talk about a 5-minute friend, but let me coach you on this. I sit down with you. How long you lived in this area? That's a great question to ask people right out of the gate. How long you lived in this area? Oh, lived here for 10 years. 10 years, that's awesome. Where'd you live at before that? Oh, so-and-so. Ask the wife the same thing. What about you? How long you lived here? My whole life. Your whole life. That must be 10 years, huh? You're a youngin'. You know, if they're old, you know, don't say, what is that, 75 years? All right, yeah. Yeah, you're really going to make a sale. All right, now, as soon as you're done asking 2 or 3 questions and repeating them, I want you to say this to them. Hey, Brandon, the faster we get started, the faster we'll be done, man. That's awesome, isn't it? You ready to get started?
Let's do it.
Let's get started. They'll love you when you say that. They'll love you when you say those words. Trust me. I've been doing this a long time, and every time when I start a demo, I say these words. Hey, man, the faster we get started, Cody, the faster we're going to be done. You ready to get this thing cranking?
Oh, yeah.
Let's get going. Come on over and stand up with me, Cody, and then I do what? My fire demos. Now, while I'm doing the fire demos, I can do more warm-ups. Because there's always that little transition period from one demo to the next, isn't it? Or while you're doing the meat thermometer. There's times where you have some down times where you need to talk. So use that to asking more questions. Man, let me ask you a question. While we're watching this meat thermometer warm up. Who in the world did the landscaping in this house? Who did that? You did that? Oh my God, you're a pro at that, man. They love you. The more you warm up with them, the more great questions you ask them, the more you repeat them, the better off you do. All right, so now we're going to get into the fire demos. So what we do when we do the fire demos is I get them both to stand up. Now, if you're still sitting down, you need to make them stand up. All right, get their butts up from the chair. Because what's happening? We're warming up. So I say, hey, Christy, David, y'all do me a favor. Y'all stand up and come over here to your stove with me. All right? Because if I'm going to do fires, I'd like to just do them all at the stove. Let's just do them there, you know? So I say, okay, well, Christy, let me ask you a question. Have you ever been burned before? All right. Cody, let me ask you a question. You ever been burned before?
Many times.
Really? Many times. Repeat. Repeat. Many times. What happened? Give me one example, because you said many times, dude.
One time when I was younger, I put water in a grease fire.
You put water on a grease fire?
Yep.
What did you burn yourself? Tell me what happened.
It kind of blew up in my face. And
It blew up in your face, dude?
Yep.
Did you have, what happened? Did you have to go to the hospital?
I didn't go to the hospital. I kind of just dealt with the pain.
You dealt with the pain, man. You were bad to the bone, dude. All right, well, let me show you what the pros recommend. All right, so I like doing it like that. So I'm going to ask them a question. When you're warming up, what you can do in the warm-up these are all great things to do. When I do the fires, step one, I'm gonna create a problem. Step two, I'm gonna create a solution. That's all I'm gotta do. So when I create a problem for a fire, this is an emergency burn kit, what am I gonna ask them? You haven't been burned. That's easy. That's not something you gotta do a whole lot of memorization with, is it? So if I'm gonna do this with you, I'm gonna say, hey man, you ever been burned before? And they say, yeah, what should you ask? Yeah, what happened, dude? Tell me about that. Tell me about that. How'd you get burned? Oh, I burned myself working on the car. You burn yourself working on the car, repeat. Now, let me tell you something. That habit of repeating is not the easiest thing to get used to. You got to start doing it today. I'm telling you, it's a big deal. All right? You burned yourself well in a grease fire. My God, dude. Where did the burn hit you at? That's all we're doing at this part, creating a problem. You guys can do that. Now, when you introduce this, you pull this out. Well, you remember when you got burnt and you burnt your face, right? Yeah. Check this out. Tell me what you see on the front of that box. Tell me. Oh, you can go ahead and hold it. What does it say?
It says used by fire and EMS professionals.
What does that mean to you if it's used by fire and EMS professionals?
Definitely works.
It definitely works. That's some good stuff, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Do me a favor and take everything out of that kit for me. Go ahead and do that for me. Take it all out of that kit and empty that on the table. I don't touch it. They do it. Because I'm warming up. This is possession. I want them doing these things. A lot of people, when I'm in the home with them, they'll go like this. They'll take everything out of the box. They're doing everything. They're doing all the talking. If you're doing all the talking, you're losing. You need them to interact with you. They need to talk to you. You need to ask questions. Questions are the answers to your presentation. They always have been. All right, so check this out, man. All right, so that day that you had the grease fire, that would have been your best friend in the whole wide world. All right, now feel that. Like squish it around. That is this stuff right here saturated with this stuff.
Oh, okay.
That's what it is. That's all it is gall saturated. So that day you would have had that burn on your face. You see where it's got a little pre-tear right there?
Yeah.
We're not going to open it, but all you'd have to do is tear it out, pull that out, and do it just like this. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Now, you know what? What does it say that it does? Look at that bottle. What does it do?
It says pain relieving gel, first aid for minor burns including sunburn, cools, moisturizes, soothes, and relieves pain.
Let me ask you a question. That day you had that grease fire and that stuff hit you, would that have helped?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. That'd have helped a whole lot, man. So check this out. You got this for the big burns. You got this for the medium burns. You got this for sunburns. And then you got this for to-go pack. So that you know, if you're on the road, man, you should always keep one of these with you. This little to-go pack. Keep it with you in the car, things like that. But check this out, man. What we're going to do is we're going to demonstrate this real fast. Do me a favor. Stand up with me. Just demonstrate it. All right, so I'm going to take this top off. We're about to have some fun. You like having fun?
Oh, yeah,
Come on around here with me, man. Come on around here with me at your stove. Okay, I'm going to hand you this.
All right.
All right, you can hold that. Here's a lighter. There you go. That works. That's awesome.
All right.
Okay, so what I want you to do is, see, there's the tip. I want you to light it right about an inch in because it'll really make it go fast.
Okay.
All right, so here. Look at that. And as you're burning it, I want you to tell me how hot it is. Tell me every second how hot it is. Keep talking to me. Ready, set, go. Burn it. Where we at?
200.
Keep going. Talk to me.
400.
400.
Almost to 600. It's climbing up
600.
pretty good,
Keep
Going
going.
around again.
Let's burn it, man.
yeah. 800.
800. You want to go again?
Yeah, sure, why not?
You like burning things. You're a pyromaniac, dude. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
it. I love pyromaniacs. All right, we're at 1,000 degrees. Do me a favor. Don't touch it. Put it down inside that bottle right there for me.
Just stick it in there?
And listen to it. Listen. You hear that?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Now, what's it doing? Cools, relieves pain. How long has it been in there? 4 or 5 seconds?
Yeah.
Go ahead and touch that. Is it hot? Nah, man. 4 or 5 seconds, it drew all the heat out of that. All right? This is the best thing in the whole wide world to put on the burn. All right? I'm going to show you how you can get you one of these for free before I leave your house today. Is that not awesome?
That sounds
All
pretty
right,
awesome.
cool. All right, you can have a seat, man. All right, you guys see how to do that? All right, so here, I'm going to pick somebody to come up here. All right, I'm going to pick somebody to come up here. I'm going to be picking y'all all day long. Everybody's sitting in their chair like, please don't pick me, dude. I don't want nothing to do with it. Can I get some paper towels for these things here? We're going to be doing this a little bit. All right, we're going to have 2 people do this demo, then we're going to do the next demo. And we'll pick 2 more people to do that demo, and then we're going to have somebody come up here and do the whole warm-up, the whole thing. And we're just going to get the hell out of the way, Carmen, and let them go. While they're getting the paper towel, everybody write this down. There's 4 levels to learning anything that you do. 4 levels to learning. Number 1, you got to learn it. That's number 1. Learn. I don't care what it is. Whether you're learning how to give a speech, you're learning how to do a fire presentation, you're learning how to drive a car, you're learning how to ride a bike. First thing you got to do is you got to learn it. Second thing you got to do is you got to do it. Third thing you got to do is you got to teach it. And guess what happens when you teach it? You master it. It's really incredible how that works. You know what's crazy? Is most people get stuck right here, Carmen, on learning it. They get all over analytical about stuff and just try to figure out how to be absolutely perfect at it before they move on to step number 2 and actually going and doing it. I was talking to a guy the other day. I said, how many demos you ran? I've ran 1. How long you been here? 3 months. Oh, yeah, you're analytical. Yeah, you like trying to figure everything out. So learn it, do it, and teach it. So what we're getting ready to do is someone in this room just learned it for the very first time. Who in this room has never done this presentation before in a house? Come on up here.